Welcome aboard guys, Super Trains 156 here, and today I'm going to let you know on how I built the Class 315 Network Southeast. Obviously I would not have as much blocks, but obviously I would get more on the way. But I guess before I start I could get this, in case my inventory is too full. So I'll keep this up, yeah. So here's the start of what I did. Say head start, but to destroy these things. This is for me to know on where the front would be, as well as the sides. It's just a bit of frame. Obviously this does not look like 315 at the moment. Well, 315 or 313 for Network Southeast. But I have not done a 315 in a bit. So ever since I was Super Trains 156. But oh well. So I like to trade stuff first with simple stuff like those bits will divide where the doors and the windows would be. Four blocks would be for the windows and 3 would be for doors. Well, single sliding doors. There's also a 6-sided one as well. These would be 6 blocks wide for the double sliding doors that the 315 has. Then I'll check if it looks right. Yep. Then the next thing which I do is put this along here. We will not do the gangways yet. I'll just do them later, I guess. So since I know the size of the wall from one side, I know the size for the other side. Then for a bit of realism, I put in down some stands, since I have not added in the second bogey yet. So now I move all of, add an extra line in the bang middle for the second bogey. Now I need to try and figure out if this is gonna be correct for the gangways. Yep. Alright. Let's see. I think that might be correct. Now, I'll add in the second bogey. You ever have added in the second pair of wheels? I will still not take away the stands until I get everything done. At least on this one card. So, these massive trains are fine for me. I already made a video on explaining the reasons why my smaller trains are not that great. So, yeah, don't need to do that again. But however, I might add in another video if I hit 50 subscribers. But if I hit 50 subscribers, I have not gotten any of the older style trains yet, then it might be cancelled for a bit. Just for a little while though, until it's all done. Because all my different styles of trains also brings with different styles of bogies, sizes, common problems and mistakes and faults. But yeah, and also get a nice side of realism to it. But that's in the future, not now. Once this bogey is done, it might look like a old freight wagon, just an empty freight wagon with an empty. Actually, you know, I think it's got an empty flatbed with just part of a wall. There's there's no music playing because I've not well, I don't know if any of my songs are copyrighted. I don't know if it's the issue. I don't know how it all works, but I will just not play music unless if the trains are getting scrapped. I could try and play a song and it just repeats, but well, the thing is, sometimes the repeat thing it does not stay on forever. So at random points it will just change. Anyways, the changes is there for I guess wiring of the cables. So yeah. The thing is, I don't got Google to try and help me in this case because I'm using my iPad. Well, I'm using my iPad to make the video. There we go. And I'm using my phone to pop up my iPad. One of my computers is dead. One of my other computers, two of my computers are actually dead. My Chromebook, well, my account got kicked out of my Chromebook. But yeah, so everything might get a little bit slow once I add in the livery of Network Southeast. Or, if you want a faster way to say it, NSE. NSE Network Southeast. So now we add in an extra bit of rail to set underneath the bogies. And yes, I'm using anvils again for the rails. It works. It works perfectly for rails. I don't get it why. Oh. So now, that's most of the train car done. Now for the easier part. Just fill in the gaps. So now I know the size, the length. Yeah, I know the, let's see. I know the length of it, as well how wide it would be. But I don't know how tall it is yet. Actually, I do know on how tall it would be once I add in at least just the golden front. I'm using expensive blocks for this because it works perfectly to use them. Trains are made out of metal. Class 315 is made of aluminium. Class 317 is made of steel. The first generation DMUs, these are multiple units, were made of lead. Did I build this right? Anyways, anyway. I'll see if I have done it correctly. So that's the, well, first layer of the floor done. This is what I mean about the golden front. If Ian from AFML manages to see the front of my trains from this video, I know that he's going to steal the entire train. Alright, so that's the, like, the front almost done, I guess. Needs head and tail lights as well as the cab windows. But we'll get to there. So now we get to do the walls again. So for me, I do 2 blocks tall for the doors. and 3 blocks tall for the windows. And then for the final 2 layers of covering them both up. Looks a bit like the Class 317s, maybe, that I've built. But it will look different though, don't worry. There we are. Both walls done. So I think now I can do the sketch of the gangways. After I add in the extra part of this. This is basically the look. So if you look underneath I guess the UK trains and the entirety of the United Kingdom, their sides kind of like curve down from the walls to the underframe. It curves down. This is just to give off that vibe. You eventually see it once I've added in the paint job. So now I could get myself another new block to add into my inventory. And this will be polished black stone wall. This will help with the gangways. Oh. Well, it seems like I've managed to mess something up. Let me do this again. Or I don't get it, but somehow I like the cave sounds from Minecraft. There. Okay. And once I finish this, there. Now it looks ready. Sorry for the wait. So now I continue with the sketching of the gangways. slab, wall. Alrighty then. Now I'll finish off for the gangways later once I've added in the roof. But before I add in the roof, I'll add in the livery. So, the livery would be Netherwick Southeast. I hope I remember the... So I think it might be blue, red, white and grey. So if I get concrete, grey concrete and red. So I would, let's see, get the colors right. So this, did. I think it's red, white, quadruple blue, white. And even if the, okay, I'll show you a bit later. So I know that the Netherwick Southeast livery does not look like this at the front. Now I'll try and, well, see if I can do it. Like this maybe? Give it more of an angle now. I don't think it looks that bad at the moment, but there might be a few things which I could make it better. That might do. I don't think it's not really that dark. Let me see if I got like maybe a light gray. I think that might do. It might. At the end of this video, I might change it. So I'll look at Google to see if it looks right. You know what? You might be looking down onto my top. Yeah, see my. I'm just checking. Okay. I think this might do for now, so I see a lot of okay. I did some thing. I think it looks fine for now, maybe. But anyways, even if this is not what it looks like, I will upgrade it and see myself what looks good once I end this video. So this will do. Now I need to try and get to the opposite side and see how it works. So that's around. That. Oh yes. Which means the rest of the front like this is grey. So this goes all the way back to the end of the car. So now I color the rest of this blue. And these extra parts white. Three, two, three, 1, 2. Three, 2, 3, 1, 1. Ah. Now it looks symmetrical. So now that the livery is done, now I had to start to do the roof. see, every car as well, they're basically the same height, length, and width. For each of the other cars. But some trains does have a different like size, I guess. No, everything is the same, but sometimes trains have different lengths. Like class 156 is let's see, longer than the 315 cars. But the class 380 is in cars are in the middle of 156s and 315 cars. So yeah. So you gotta be careful of the lengths and sizes and all that. These four should be down. Let's see, yes, there is. No. And the roof is like a design of this. So now this heads all the way back to the end of the car. And once I think that the roof is done, I might shape the back. Once I think that the train car looks done. Well, the train roof, you know. Once I say that the roof is done, I'll shape the back. You also gotta be careful as well that certain train cars may have a pantograph or no pantograph, shoe under frame or not. As well as exhaust pipe. I say this is a 315, so this only has overhead cables to power the train. Well, on the other hand, Southern 313s have the shoe gear to head to clamp onto the guardrail. While Thameslink class 313s, they have both the overhead cables as well as the shoe gear to work with well, Thameslink. The Thameslink tunnels are third rail use, while everywhere else is overhead cable used for Thameslink. So that's why it's dual voltage, the 313s. If you're working with a class 796, it's a I would call it a what's a Hydroflex train. So you gotta add in the bogie with the shoes, the pantograph, and the exhaust pipe. That's the back now being shaped. Only 2 blocks needed just to be a bit different. So now we start to work on the interior. I will do more of the exterior once it's like done. But one thing which I will do for the exterior is adding the couplers. So this train works with the tight lock styled knuckle couplers. So since the train has been decoupled, I will open up the coupler. I once built another train with the Network Southeast livery, which is the Class 411. But one downside about it is that someone destroyed most of the train, the road, so I had to so it was getting there for me to try and start turning into a scrapyard instead. After one argument with one of my friends, which is now one of my good friends, that's when I thought the idea of changing into the scrapyard where I think I should belong. But, yeah. Let's see. He might not be on at the moment. Anyway, so I think I might find him. But so. So this person here, which has been ticked off. This person, Adams, this has 100,000, 10,000, 20,144,367. Adam 20,144,367. He destroyed most of the world again. Well, actually, the scrapyard was already been destroyed by someone else, but he did. This person did, however, went ahead and just went on to my scrapyard, and after one time of me just wanting him to get out of the train, he then used mining chunk hacks and destroyed it all. As well as, so yeah. and his brother done the TNT, which destroyed some of my train as well. But yeah, and after that, yeah, I was going to try and repair the train, but the thing is, today, when I was trying to go into the world, it got corrupted with data error. But at least that is now gone. The world where I spread it on a lot of guilt, I guess, in the past. I would not say it though, but just saying. It's now all gone though. So I'm happy about that. And at least that I've got ideas to try and rebuild what I've missed out on. Class B15 was my first ever train which I've built for, well, actually yes, for Trainmaster 12E. Trainmaster 12E. Class B15 was running, well, my livery choice was for the 315s to travel with the livery of Greater Anglia, as well as London Overground coupled up. But yeah, after Minecraft, after Minecraft having a corruption of my old account being, well, technically get deleted, but it's still there. Yeah. Then that's when Super Trains 156 became a thing. And then after me becoming Super Trains 156 for a while, Minecraft wanted to invalidate my Minecraft account. So then, another time of me having to make a video which was successful, of me scrapping the trains, was a thing. I've gotten a playlist called Scrap if you want to, well, I guess see what it looks like with my trains. And now, what they look like with Scrapped. But I did say that all the parts may be delivered to my newer account every time. Well, technically this would be a Class B14 if you change delivery to Saltire or Strathclyde. Because the 315s is basically the same family as the Class B14s. They're all known as the PEPs. PEP. Actually, this is what I love using for walls, is somehow trapdoors. they kind of do work. Oh no. It's about... I know that what happens if anyone is impatient. They send me millions of invites, and then all I gotta do for making my videos is to turn down the volume. I don't know if he is patient or not, so hopefully he is. Good. One person which I do miss playing with the account of, well, with my older accounts is well, the person who I call my couplers, my train couplers, is Mackenzie039503. I really do miss playing with her, actually. She was technically my first Minecraft train coupler to be helped, to basically help me in a way. She was the best. But sadly, she has now, I think, left Minecraft for a while. I don't know why, because she did not tell me. But oh well. I guess it's time for me to add in head and tail lights. Because we also need windows. So we can get the redstone lamps. That is actually very weird. Redstone lamps is not heavy, but it kind of has the same sound of iron. Anyways. So I think it's normally taillights in the middle. And then there. So if I get myself any item thing you want, normal or glowing. I like glowing. So I think it's let me check. Let's see. Is it red in the middle? No. Oops. This is just to tell you that which one is the headlights and which one is the tail lights. And obviously you can't use both head and tail lights because it's going to be confusing for people who want to know which way the train is technically facing. Because for me, I like to sometimes you know, role play with my trains. So make sure that you know that you'd only have headlights or taillights and not both. I know that it works. Now here comes some of the fun stuff. I know that the horns are different, well, a lot different. But a second. Oh. Now you need a way to tell where the horn is going to, so there. Did I somehow just sound like a villager there? And now what I like to do is add in cables to the horn. So let me get lightning rods and stairs ready. And now this. It kind of works. Because at least that you can tell by the cables are actually feeding itself into the horn. Even though that would sound like nothing over there, and this will just sound. I actually love the sound here. It sounds of each of the different stuff. And as you might not notice, or you do, each of the different doors kind of has a different sound. I feel like this was the very oldest sound of the, well, not the oldest sound of the doors, but anyways, I also love the sound of the iron doors. Now, obviously, there's a reason why I like it. Yep, it just sounds like the perfect track clatter. I also love the sound of the solar lanterns. Well, any type of lantern. Ah. Yep. Another time of me is talking about train clattering. An amazing sound from the anvils too. It just sounds perfect. Especially since it costs, let's see, 3.5 iron ingots. Well, no, iron blocks to craft this is, yeah, 3.5 iron blocks. It makes sense on how they would sound like this because on how heavy they are. But sadly, mining them up does not sound any heavier. Placing them sound nice. But mining it is just the same as just placing iron block. But you never know when it could change or not. But oh well. Some sounds could also stay forever. Even some old features too. I still want to know when the minecarts will still have couplers on it. Coupling up minecarts with different minecarts would be very cool to have. Because you can pull as many minecarts as you can, but you can only push 2. Really must be the right way. Did I turn on title drops? It's not title drops, it's tile. Ah. I kind of want tile drops to be on. Because I know a type of duplication glitch. Let's say if you have a night. So, technically it's not a glitch because it happens anyways, but let's have this is where the show goes. There. So I have a nice blue shulker box. And imagine my netherite sword has a load of enchantments on it. I can put this inside of here. And then, what I gotta do is just break it because it drops. And now, each of these boxes would have the same sword. It's pretty cool on saving time. Now I've got 17 of these boxes and swords.
Players cannot be killed while they are in creative mode. Kill blue shulker box, blue shulker box, blue shulker box, blue Charlotte per 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 box.
Now I do the part of the interior with the windows. Well, more of the interior, I guess. And by the way, it's starting to do that again. See how I'm just randomly just shifting? I'm not doing this. There's a chance that my controller might accidentally... Well, yeah, my joystick is a tiny bit broken on my controller. But it's only a minor thing. Nothing too much, I guess. It's only shimmies unless I stop it, you know. So, I can kind of deal with it. And by the way, if you were wondering why is this massive line here, this line which heads from negative 500 to positive 500, that's there in case anyone wants to try and build their houses inside my train depot. So as I was my older account, Super Trains 156, there's something which is not like great about it, because people keep on building their houses or any builds completely surrounding my train. So it could be a house here, a house this way. There used to be a force on the back, but there's only one way in and out, which was this way, which also had trains anyway. So that's when I started to do this thing called which I would call it the dividing line. It divides the train depot and the city. Well, with only one abandoned house. It's pretty good. But sadly, it kind of does not fit in because this is not the abandoned train road anymore. But anyways, but yeah. So anyone who wants to build anything which does not have any relation to trains, they have to build on this side. So even if I built this world, I'm also not allowed to build my house inside of the train depot. I'll have to build my house on this side, or where houses will be. It's so that I don't get... The reason why is because I basically do not like to be... Like, I've learned myself not to be angered. Yeah, I've learned myself not to be angered. So I don't want to try and activate it again because I've gone a long way. Don't think this is right. It is right. Yeah. So yeah. So if people just build on this side, they do not need to watch their biggest build being destroyed on this side. Yes. Even if it's a build which is a very massive, like, let's say, the world's biggest mansion, I would have to have no help. But I would have to do it hand by hand to destroy all of the blocks. Yep, I am like that. Anyways, back to me building the trains and not being frustrated. That's the word, there we go. So I use warp trapdoors like this. Since, you know, windows can be opened to bring fresh air in. I like to add that in, so. Even the cab windows, they get something to open up. And next, I would have some seating, which this does not look like this might not look like on the 313s, but well, 313 or 315. This train is both of them. Once I add in once I add or unadd an extra car. The reason why they have different classes, even though they're the same kind of shape, is how different they actually are. So 313s are numbered 313s because, let's see, something special about that is what I've already told you. Southern, they're only third rail use, but you can actually still see the car used for the pantograph, but it got removed. For Thameslink, they still got their overhead cables and third gear. Now add in tables. 314 works with ScotRail. They're only overhead cable use. 315, they're the same idea as is actually the same idea as the 314, but add in an extra car. 507, they are only third rail use, but they're not like Southern, as they do not show where the pantograph used to be. 508. 508s are very unique. You would always see 507 and 508 the same way, right? Well, next time you see a 507 or 508. I think it's 508 which used to have this. 508 used to be a 4-car train. Yes, I'm not lying. And you don't. And yeah, the thing is, everyone sees 507s and 508s as well, and 455s the same way as every other train. But once I tell you this story, you would never see all of them the same way again. 508s used to be 4-car trains when they used to be running with Southwest Trains. And while the Southwest Trains were ordering themselves the Class 455 trains, they actually had, I think they had an idea of a 455 dash 7, I think 8 though, to have an extra 507 car or 508 car. Memory's losing. I think it's 455-8, which uses the Class 508 car. So yeah, Southwest Trains, 4-car 508s. Now the third car has been ripped off and been put onto the 455-7 units. So I'm thinking that once you heard this information, you'll never see those 3 trains the same way ever again. And now the thing is, 507s, 508s actually, are trapped as being a 3-car train because the 455s has been scrapped. Followed with the Class 508 carriage. So now thanks for, the history has now been done. Now I do the doors. There we go. There was a reason why the doors are retracted like that. They're using sticky pistons for me. Oh, I think it was better. Okay. Actually, that doesn't look that bad. I should really get a new controller, or that is unless if it starts to calm down. Ooh! It works. Yes! This here. Now change red concrete to iron. I think it might look better. Let me check it. Does it look better if it's lapis? Now we close the doors. Oh. And now I'll do the roof. If you do love trains and you would like to see build the trains. What? No. Let me try again. If you love trains and you'd like to build the trains the way that I do, hopefully this tutorial would work. But if you have other ideas on how you can build trains, you can. I don't mind if you use your ideas and tactics or not. It's up to you. Now I add in an extra block here. Well, this is technically not a block, but it's a lightning rod. This will do for lighting. Please stop. No, no. iController really loves to do this. Let's see if this works. Oh. I guess that's what it is. I think this is it. There might be some extras on the exterior, so now I'll add in the rest of the parts for the exterior. So one of them being with maybe a nice seal for the horn. You can do this, or you can still. Good. Now, So now I open up the cab door. I love adding this. This is just you can step onto the platform without you falling onto the tracks. So whenever the door is opened, what I like to do is make sure that this is extended to allow passengers to get out of the train and in the train safely without you having to jump into the door. I'll also add in this, which I'll call the door safety light. The door safety light. And obviously you need something to power it, so I'll now head back in the train. Then add in levers here. I'll also head back out as well, because it's now time for the platform. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can do something here. Something very cool. Let me... I could do the Network Southeast livery onto the platform. This is 7 blocks tall, and the train is also 7 blocks tall for the livery. So, one, two, three. As the end of once this is working, I can see how wiggle this looks. It works! Yes! Oh. Now that I know that I can do this, then I have ideas for every single platform now. Oh, it's gonna be amazing. Anyways, let me now add in stairs. If my controller stops me... And now, to bring this train car into service. Now bring this train car into service, but until I wanted to add in the second car. Oh, this looks amazing. Well, here's the 313 or 315 car in Network Southeast livery. And the final thing which I love to do and then check for any damage. And here we are. So now here we are with the come on. Of course, when I want to try and stop at somewhere, there is still something to add on. So here we have is the window wiper. Just like in real life, actually, there's only one window wiper at the driver's side. While this side does not get anything at all, except for a chair which is located here. Well, is there anything more for me to add in, or is that it? So hopefully this helps. If you want to make your railway a lot more realistic and safer, you can add in wooden beams to become the sleepers. And also, if you want to, you could also add in some carpet design of your choice. So if I do this. Actually, it would be 4 colors, as there's 4 colored carpets, as there's 4 colored things. So it's grey, blue, red, and white. And I think that I might do a nice job of my carpet design. So there we are. Here's my carpet design. Those are pretty good, right? But like I said, you can add in your own carpet design, and you can even, and if you want to add in your own type of livery as well, like just anything which comes to mind which looks like a nice pattern on a train, you can add that to the carpet. Everything which I've shown you is true, but apart from the carpets, you know. Since everything is set as well, it's now time to take away these. Here is the class 315. Mine is the underframe because I may have forgotten how they were placed. But this has been the class 315, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If this train has inspired many to try and at least build in the same way, welcome to the train family. If you want to add in the same pattern design, just follow the steps in my tutorial. Hopefully it works. But if you want to add in your own carpet design, you can. It's up to you. It's your train. This is quite. This has been the class 315, and this has been Super Trains 156. And I hope you enjoyed the journey with this 315 train in the rear. Thank you for watching, and I will see you again next time. Goodbye.